that protein's gonna be? Well, beef. Fantastic. Good pick, John. Good pick. All right, thank you very much, Hunter. You're welcome. This is where.
Hey y'all, and welcome back to my channel, Mississippi Girl Life. I'm Tamika, just a country Mississippi girl living in North Carolina. So y'all already know something is wrong. Where to start? Where have I been? What happened to me? All that type of stuff. So let me get straight to it. If y'all been following me, y'all know I was telling y'all when we was doing the thing on the deck. I was telling y'all that I was having some stomach issues, and I told y'all I had Taco Bell. Then I told y'all I thought it was maybe the ice cream, maybe the dairy. So things didn't get better. That was around what, the 10th. So Sunday, Mother's Day, I was in excruciating pain. I went to the hospital. They told me I had a stomach bug and a possible UTI, and they sent me home. So I got home. I went Sunday evening. So we left the hospital in the wee hours. Okay, follow me, okay, because it's gonna be a journey in the wee hours of Monday morning. Okay, so we leave the hospital the wee hours of Monday morning, which now puts it, instead of, let's see, Mother's Day was May 14th. So now we're May 15th in the wee hours, early mornings of May 15th. I kept saying to myself, this don't feel like no stomach bug. I had a lot of gas pressure, a lot of discomfort. I couldn't lay on my stomach, and I was throwing up bile, which is so it's like a yellow thick mucus. Now let me just go ahead and stop right here and say, if you're squeamish, this is not the video for you, because I'm gonna be explaining some things. But I feel like it's something you need to know, especially with how everything happened. So I was throwing that up, couldn't keep anything down. So the evening of May 15th, I went back to the hospital, and I saw another doctor. And y'all know, back in 2020, they found that I had gallstones, but they told me my gallbladder did not have to be taken out right then. So we back at the doctor at the hospital. They running all these tests, urine tests, blood work, so much. They gave me some, I think, tramadol or something in an IV, and all this, and they running it. And they're like, we can't find anything wrong, but your white blood cell levels are a little elevated. So they did a let me see, was it then that they did the ultrasound? No, that Monday they didn't. So they sent me back home, saying that it could be maybe like my GERD or something. So they sent me back home. So we leave again the wee hours of the morning, which is now May 16th, in the wee hours of the morning. Get back home. That same day, that evening again, I had to go back to the hospital. So I went back to the hospital. At this point, they running a CT scan. They ran it without the dye. They did an ultrasound. They ran all tests on me again. Let me go back to Sunday. They only did like my potassium and stuff like that, and my potassium was like 1 point off. That was on Sunday. So like I say, we back to Tuesday evening. They run all these tests, as you know, a CT scan without the dye, ultrasound, and all that. And you know, the doctor come in. This was another different doctor this time. He came in and he was like, your gallbladder look inflamed. And he was like, it looks like that's probably what it is, but he wanted to get in touch with the surgeon. So he got in touch with the surgeon that was on call. The surgeon never came down that day. He said that it didn't need to come out. That that wasn't the problem. So the doctor again released me. Well, this doctor released me. Now, like I say, we're now on Tuesday evening. Okay, you see me being released in the wee hours of the mornings. I'm back there that same day in the evening. So I got released again. I got sent home with pain medication, Zofran, and stuff like that. So I was released then Tuesday evening, which, let me see, that was Tuesday evening. So I was released Wednesday, in the wee hours of Wednesday morning. See if that's right. But I was back there again that evening. And when I was back there again that evening, they did more tests. More tests. Let me see. Because I had Thursday. Yeah, I'm trying to keep track because I had to go back. And then so I went back. They ran more tests. They redid my blood work for my levels. Within less than 24 hours, my white blood cell levels had went up again. So when I got there that evening, a nurse practitioner was there. She had already looked at my stuff and she said, "Yeah, we're gonna admit you. We're gonna admit you." So let me see. I'm trying to make sure because that was Tuesday. They wanted to admit me to have surgery on Wednesday. That's what it was. So it would have been Monday that surgeon said that I didn't need the thing. So Tuesday, me back there again, they wanted to admit me to have surgery on Wednesday. They admitted me in the wee hours of the mornings. They prepping me, giving me all this antibiotic and stuff and doing all this stuff through IVs. I'm on morphine. I was on morphine, tramadol. I had got a Percocet when I first got there. I was on just some high pain medicine. So they so then finally the surgeon come down, because see, the day before he didn't come down. He told him I didn't need it. It wasn't that. The surgeon come down, y'all. He talked me out of having surgery. He talked about the doctor, that the doctor didn't know what he was talking about, that when people come to the ER, they do a CT scan, they think they know. He said a whole lot of stuff. This man was foaming at the mouth. He was rocking. He was doing a lot of stuff. His shoe came off. He just stared at it. Y'all, he was in that room going in, okay? But he was the specialist. So I'm like, okay. He said, maybe you constipated. That could be what it is. So I said, they said wasn't nothing in my bowels when they looked at the CT scan. He said, oh, they did a CT scan? I said, yeah. He said, let me go see. Honestly, I don't think he wanted to see now that I know what I know. He come back, yup, you're full of it. You're constipated. He made them stop the admission process. And he had them to discharge me. That was the wee hours of Wednesday morning. Wednesday evening, I was back there. Because he came back in the room and said, yeah, the doctor said she'll be back because it's her gallbladder. But I'm like, I don't know what transpired. It seemed like maybe they had some words. I don't know what transpired. But I know this surgeon was not, he was not, he is just, and I'm not going to call any names or anything like that because I don't want to bash nobody or nothing like that. I'm just saying. So I left the wee hours of Wednesday morning. Wednesday evening, again, I was in so much pain. Well, I came home and I took a laxative. It made it worse. It was so much. And I'm saying to myself, I know how I eat. I know how my bowel movements been. I had been telling them since Sunday that I hadn't had one in like 5 days. And someone right. And I know how I eat, so never had this issue. So Wednesday evening I was back. And When I got back there, then, cause remember that early Wednesday wee hours of the morning is when that surgeon had them to release me and stuff. I had called the hospital because y'all, I was scared to go back. I didn't know if that doctor was gonna be there and if he was mad with me for leaving, even though the surgeon, I'm not a doctor or a surgeon. I only can go off to what the specialists say. So I didn't know if he was mad, and I told him, I said, I need a patient advocate. I need to talk to a supervisor or something because something is wrong with me and nobody knows what it is. So they was like, oh, you know, come back in. I said, well, if this doctor there, I don't want to see him because I feel like they say he wasn't there. But when I get there, the doctor was there, and I was able to talk to him. And you know, I told him, I didn't go against you. Y'all sent the surgeon down, and the surgeon said I didn't need it. You know, I don't know what I said. He pretty much talked me out of the surgery. And I told him, you know, I hope you're not mad with me because I left. But he told me I was constipated. That doctor, he understood. When I tell you I got there, I went in that waiting room long. I got back there Wednesday evening. They ran another CT scan, but this one they ran it with dye. When I got through with that CT scan, and when they wheeled me out of there, they said he already got you a room. That doctor had went on, that ER doctor here that went on and got me a room. They started hooking me up. They said he's admitting you this time. Like he was admitting me, like there was a different, y'all, I feel like it was God. There was a different surgeon on call, a female surgeon. Y'all, this is the thing. My nurses was so nice. So they looked at my CT scan. They said that thing my gallbladder had got bigger in less than 24 hours. My white blood cells was up. Y'all, if that thing would have burst in me, that could have caused so many different issues. The pain, the surgeon, the man that didn't want to do it, he kept saying, you'll get a pain right here after you eat something fatty, and it'll go back there. I was inflamed. I didn't have to eat anything. It was like, and they said that it was probably pressing against my intestines, which kept me from going to the bathroom. It was doing a lot. So I was in constant pain. When that morphine wore off, every 4 hours, it was like, so they admitted me. Nurses that was there that night before, and whatever transpired between that doctor and that surgeon, they knew. They said, I'm so glad you came back. They was like, because it's that gallbladder. It's the gallbladder. They said, I'm so glad you came back. And they was like, you know, I said, he taught me out. Some of the nurses was like, I believe it. So it ain't no telling how many people he's turned down or whatever. And I was saying to myself, I know I don't have no insurance. I have Medicaid, but it was family planning. They said I didn't qualify for Medicaid. So family planning is only for birth control, a pap smear, what else? A breast exam, and if you need a STD testing. And they give women that for that family planning. It don't cover nothing else. And I told him, I said, is it because I don't have insurance? I said, I know I got a lot of medical bills now. I said, I understand that. I said, but I mean, there's no reason to let something happen because of that. You know, if I get on a payment plan or whatever, and they told me, they said, do not worry about this. We're going to help you. The hospital is now helping me get full Medicaid. And stuff like that. And they were just so nice. They said, don't you worry about that. We need to worry about getting this taken care of. They was extremely nice. That doctor, the ER doctor, he was right the whole time. It was my gallbladder. The surgeon. So I'm in the room, and they admit me. They had to keep putting antibiotic in through my IV and stuff. And the person came in the room, and she came in the room, and I'm saying to myself, she looks just like my brother's wife. They the same complexion. I mean, just look just like my brother's wife. And the way she was talking and the way she talked, soft spoken and stuff, just like my brother's wife. And I'm like, and I said, oh, this nurse just like, I thought she was a nurse. That's all I was saying in my head. And she said, I'm the one that's gonna be doing your surgery. Huh? You? And I'm just looking at her like, It was almost like God had me to walk out of there. Well, had that man to discharge me in the wee hours of the morning because he didn't need to be cutting on me. He didn't need to be cutting on me. For whatever his reasons was, because see, that man had kept telling me, come to my office, come to my office. Who your primary? How long have you been here? I think he was trying to, I feel like he was trying to figure out if I had insurance, and he wanted to do it privately. You know, on his own. That man, it was like I walked out and I come back the next day because I ain't have no choice. And this lady was there. And I'm talking about, she like she about my age. My husband, I mean, not husband, my brother's wife is about my age. Well, we're the same age. I think she's like a year older than me. They look just alike. Same complexion, everything. My brother's wife is a nurse practitioner. This doctor is a surgeon. Well, she's a surgeon. This doctor is a surgeon. And she said, I'll be doing it. So she looked and everything. And then she got to the foot of the bed. And she said, it's highly inflamed and it needs to come out now. And I said, okay. I said, okay. That man surgeon had told the doctor that I didn't want surgery. He wasn't lying. He was going back and forth lying. Coming in that room talking about that doctor don't know what he talking about and stuff. That he been doing it for 40 years and then going back lying. And I'm like, I only can go off what these people say. No, I don't want surgery if I don't need surgery. You're telling me I don't need surgery. Now, if I need surgery, that's a different story because I'm in pain. You know, and you don't need it. Okay. So I found all that out. So she, I became under her care. They came and changed my wristband, put me under her care. And then that was Wednesday night. We also about I think it was like 8 something my time. They came with a hospital bed to transfer me to wheel me to OR, upstairs to OR. And yeah, that's what happened. So I did start filming surgery day. So it'll be another video of surgery day and then my progress from then on. But I had to do this video to update y'all because I didn't film at all. I didn't film nothing. But then, so they came to get me for OR. That's what the next video I'll put, where I am actually in the hospital. And I did a little filming and a little talking, and y'all will be able to see that video of you screamish. Do not watch it because you will see my cuts. I'm not going to show you my images because I don't know what I'm looking at. They gave me colored images of the gallbladder and stuff like that. But I just made my appointment this morning for my follow-up. So I have it on the 26th. For my follow-up, for them to check everything and stuff like that. You know, we talked about, y'all, it's lifestyle changes, but I really have a lifestyle change now. You know, living, eating and stuff without a gallbladder. It's gone. It's not coming back. So, and I don't miss it because of the pain it was putting me through. That could have caused so much problems. And I want y'all to listen to your body. Your body ain't doing. Keep going to the hospital. Keep going to the hospital. If you sick, go to the hospital. Go to the doctor. Go, you know, because you just never know. And I just couldn't take it. I had been in my house screaming and hollering for days. Going back and forth to the hospital. Getting released in the wee hours of the morning of one day. Of the day. And back there that same evening of that same day. And that gallbladder was, I didn't have to eat anything. I wasn't eating nothing. I was throwing up bowel. It wasn't holding nothing. I was having chicken noodle soup, and when I drank that juice, everything came up. And when everything came up, then the bowel would come up. The yellow, I think that's the bowel, would come up. And it was just, I mean, that's a pain. But it was so bad. It was hurting my whole gut and my back. It was just so bad. I have been in some pain. And it was only God. This was my first surgery. And I was not scared. It was like God was comforting me all the way through. And then, like I say, I got footage and stuff of, well, let me see. I could add footage leading up because I do have, well, I put that on the other one. No, I may put it on here. I have some bruising on my arms. You know, I may not even have to do the foot. I may be able to just show y'all here. Yeah, I can just show y'all like this. That's where IVs and stuff was. This before surgery now. This before surgery. I bruise in here. On my other video that I put up, you will see the side of my stomach where they gave me, it was optional to get a blood thinner. I went on and got it because from that accident I had years ago, I had to get a blood thinner. I went on and got it before surgery to just be safe. It was recommended, but that one was the only thing that was optional. I went on and got it. Yeah, I went on and got it. I will say this, I did opt for no blood. The surgeon was so nice and understanding and stuff, that, you know, of my faith and stuff, and gave me the options. She was able to talk to my uncle because I didn't understand the fractions part of it and stuff like that. So she talked to him. Even though it was my conscious decision, he was able to guide, my uncle was able to guide me on what she was saying. But I needed him to confirm to make sure it had no blood in it. But luckily during surgery I did not need any blood. But if I did, the substitute, and there was 2 different types that I could have received if I needed it. But that's updating y'all. I did have surgery on, so today that I'm doing this is the day after surgery, exactly 24 hours after surgery. I came home yesterday, the same day of surgery. So I had my surgery, is today May 19th? I had my surgery yesterday, Thursday. It was emergency surgery. So like I say, when I got back there Wednesday evening, it was enough that doctor took over, that ER doctor took over, and they did all my antibiotics and stuff. I was admitted, and then that following morning is when I had surgery. So I got there about 5 that evening on Tuesday, and no, on Wednesday, that Wednesday, like 5 that evening, and was admitted immediately. Went through the wee hours of the night into Thursday morning. About 8 o'clock is when, 8 something like that, my time, is when they came and got me for OR. So yeah, so when you see the next video, I may get that video out today for y'all. Then you'll see from the process, you know, surgery, because I did manage to start filming some stuff then, with all the morphine and stuff in me. So I'm gonna look crazy. I did film a little bit after surgery, and I'll explain how everything went with that. But I'm filming this Friday the 19th, exactly 24 hours after I had surgery. So you'll be able to see everything, and y'all will be with me through my process through this now. So glad I garden. So glad I prep. Gardening, I done told y'all how with having GERD and stuff, how gardening was very important to me and the kids. But y'all, it's got even realer now, because I'm living life without a gallbladder, and there's a lot of people that's living life without a gallbladder, but a lot of people is eating what they want, letting it run through them, and this, that, and the other. I don't want to do that. I want to continue to stay healthy. I said I got a full thing of help, because all this CT scans and stuff they done did on me and stuff, it was my gallbladder. So yeah, so if y'all know something wrong, keep going. I went every day. They released me in the wee hours of the morning. I was there in the evening. I went every day because something was not right. So make sure, you know, you don't let your financial part bother you. You know, we do what we can do. I had short-term insurance, but it gets expensive. It's very expensive. And then with everything that's been going on, it was expensive to pay that. So the hospital is working with me to get me full Medicaid, which is a blessing. And I'll still do a payment plan with them to do something, because y'all, I done had so much medication So many tests run, so many blood cultures run, so much has been run, so much has been done in the pain from Sunday to yesterday when I had my surgery. Hospital rooms, I was admitted twice. Like I said, I was admitted, but then that man came and stopped it. But they had already got far into doing cultures and antibiotic and stuff on me. And then admitted, you know, the next day where everything went. I done had full surgery. Everything. Nobody but God. And there are some good people out there. That surgeon that she did, she was great. That the ER doctor that man tried to turn me against, he was great. He was great. Yes, he's younger. He looked like we probably about the same age. He probably about 36, 37. He looked young. He knew what he was doing. He knew what he was saying. He knew what he was saying. And I'm just thankful. My nurses, every time I went there, my nurses was great. Great. They knew I was in pain. I was in so much pain for them days. It started on the 10th. I thought it was going to leave. Yeah, I've been in so much pain. When I tell you, I was in here in my bed just screaming and hollering days. Going to the hospital. I'm going in the hospital bent over. People looking at me because I was yelling. I'm in the wheelchair in the living room just hollering out to God. Just saying, oh God, it was hurting me so bad. All everywhere was hurting. All in my back. I couldn't stand up. I couldn't do nothing. And it takes a human being that's been said he been doing this 40 years decline me twice and say it's not my gallbladder. It was acute colitis or something like that, which is an infection in the gallbladder. And when I got back there, that Wednesday night when that ER doctor, that same one, he took over. When I got back there and they did that CT scan with that dye, that gallbladder was sludged with gallstones. I couldn't go to the bathroom because it was blocking my intestine. Know your body. Listen to your body. Stop putting junk in your body. Now when it comes to that gallbladder, it could be from greasy food and stuff, but I don't be eating like that. But men and female have gallbladder problems. And it's not just after you eat fatty foods. That's one of the symptoms. But that's not after you. If it get inflamed and it can hurt you before then. I'm not a doctor. I'm telling you from my experience that I'm dealing with, that I just dealt with. Go to the doctors. They're not supposed to turn you down to the hospital. If you sick, don't go there for no little petty stuff, man, that you know you can go to your healthcare provider for. But if you know you sick, and it's a sick where it could you know, be very bad, go. You know, I don't know what would have happened. That thing would have burst. That would have been a whole nother situation. So I'm thankful to God. My first surgery, I'm a little warrior now. Y'all will see where they went in. I will just say this. I don't want to spoil everything. No, I ain't gonna. Y'all will see it in the video. I'm gonna work on this video and get it out, and then because I want to start everything live. So surgery day, I do know yesterday morning is when I started trying to film with my phone. I used my phone. I didn't have my camera or nothing there. I used my phone. So I didn't get to film the OR room because I wasn't in there long or nothing like that. I wasn't in the room where they hold you before we actually went into the OR room itself where they did the surgery, and that's another situation. I was knocked out. So yeah, y'all, so that's what happened to me. That's what's been going on. I'm gonna get this video out, I know some people gonna ask, so I'm gonna, when I edit this video, I'll put my Cash App throughout this video up, so if y'all want to donate, help me out in any type of way. And let me just say, my kids, Oronde, was great. They was there wee hours of the mornings. The hospital was letting them back in the ER room. My memory card just did something crazy. It stopped recording, but it shouldn't be. So like I was saying, y'all, the kids was great. Oronde was great. They came, stayed, you know, the whole time, the wee hours of the mornings. There was only one night the people that was, the nurses that were there didn't let the kids come to the bed, but every night that I was there, off and on until I was released each night, they was back there 5 o'clock in the morning. So it was just, you know, a blessing. Around they have held down the chickens and stuff, the watered the garden, done made food, and just everything. So I am very, very thankful and happy, because I couldn't do anything. So with that being said, because I don't know how long I got on this particular memory card, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. Y'all, things it's a lot, but I'm ready for this journey. I ain't got no choice to be. I ain't got no thing. So emergency surgery, had to go, had to, and God kept me so calm. It did not scare me that I was finna have surgery, and have surgery for the first time, and what they had to go to do the surgery. Right, you know, that's by my vital organs and stuff. But I'm just thankful. I can't do nothing but be thankful. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it, y'all, because I'm starting to feel around the incisions areas. I'll just say I have 4 incisions. So I'm starting to feel, so I need to take, I am on some good pain medicine. Every 4 hours is needed. I'm going a little longer than 4 hours, because I'm telling you, this week I've been on, like I say, I got that. It gave me Percocet, then the tramadol, morphine, all that in IVs. I have been on some heavy pain medicine, and now I came home with some codeine mixed with acetylphenidine or something. It's all in one tablet. So yeah, so I have some heavy pain medication that I've had in me, and not eating much. I'm gonna have to eat something a little heavier now. Nothing fatty or nothing like that. And yeah, so expect this video, and then the surgery update. Well, not the surgery update, the surgery day, because that's when I was able to start filming. Was that day. I was just too sick and trying to get myself together, and we trying to figure out what was wrong and all that type of stuff. So I love y'all. I'll put the Cash App throughout this video. You probably already done seen it, because when I edit it, I'll go back and put it up there. You're not obligated or anything. It's just, if you want to help, you can help. I'm tired of turning down help. I need to learn not to do that. So if you want, you want. If you don't, you don't. That's fine. Yeah, somebody had told me a long time ago, stop turning down help. You always want to help other people. You give to people when you have it, or this, that, and the other, but then you don't allow people to get blessings by helping you. And I gotta stop doing it. And I've heard that a lot. And I gotta stop doing that. It just, yeah, I gotta stop doing that. So that's the reason. Nobody is obligated to do anything, you know. But so if you see it, that's why. With that being said, I'm gonna end this video right here. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you be notified each and every time that I upload a video. And y'all be safe. Y'all try to eat healthy. And if you sick, go to the hospital. Okay? If you know something ain't right, go to the hospital. And keep going. Keep going. until you know for sure that you have it, that you have the right diagnosis. Okay? Again, I'm so thankful for that ER doctor. Everybody that helped me. But that ER doctor, I'm so thankful that he didn't give up, even though he probably thought I ruled out his thing. I can't say he thought like that, but I would have thought like that. But I just went off that surgeon, because he said he been doing it for so long, and they called the surgeon down to talk to me. I didn't actually talk to him. They called him down to talk to me. So he said it was a no. I'm thankful for the female surgeon that was there that last day I went, and was so helpful and thorough, and got in and she got the job done. Okay? And the fact that she looks so much and talks so much, just so much like my sister-in-law, amazing. Okay? So y'all be safe. Love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one if it's God's will. Okay? Bye.